I do have some breaking news for you guys.
Sinbad appears to have went to the hospital.
He's recovering from a stroke. His family just made a statement. It is out of sincere love that we share. Sinbad, our beloved husband and father, is recovering from a recent stroke. Wow. And I want to keep reading. Sinbad is the light source of love and joy for many generations. While he is this is the beginning to his road to recovery. We are faithful and optimistic that he will bring laughter into our hearts soon. Our family thank you in advance for your love and support and ask that you continue your prayers for his healing. We also ask that you please respect our privacy during that time. Crazy times that we're in right now.
Right.
What is the message that you guys would want to send? I know that's, in comedy, it seems like you guys are family, no matter where you're from, but it's all you guys doing, one thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I'm glad he's recovering. He's still with us, so that's a beautiful thing. I used to live in Arizona, and he came and did a show one time in Arizona. I know his brother who managed him, Mark, and we hung out after the show. And it's funny, he's known as a clean comedian, squeaky clean comedian. I remember he took me to get some sushi. Me, him, and my girlfriend at the time went to get some sushi, and I remember him cussing. I was like, "Nigga, you cussing, man?" He was like so normal. Right. And it was so cool. I don't know why it felt cool to hear. Like I was like, "So you are regular," you know what I'm saying? Just because he was so clean, so clean and stuff. But I'm saying he wasn't a foul mouth person at the dinner table. But he had, he said some curse words, and we all, just the fact that he even had me tickets waiting for me, and just really took me out to eat afterwards. His daughter went to school out there, something like that. And since then, we hit each other online. But to see how natural and normal he was, I know it might sound weird because I know a lot of comics, but I just felt like he's on such a level that when I met him and finally got to talk to him and hang out with him, it's just like, man, you're just a regular dude. I thought you were like not corny, but I thought you clean and not really that kind of stuff. He's a regular ass dude talking shit, I was like, that's cool. So, our prayers go out with him, man, because he's a good dude. He's a good cat, and and we need him, and he's helped. His brand of comedy helped a lot of other comedians, show that you can make it by being clean. Right. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm happy for him.
What are your reactions to that, Fig?
First off, I just send prayers out to, Sinbad and, hope that he makes a full recovery. I remember Sinbad from, I believe he was on Star Search. It's the first time that I was introduced to Sinbad, his brand of comedy, and I thought he was always hilarious. Unfortunately, I never had an opportunity to meet him personally, but when I was out in LA, I heard a lot of stories about him that, how he take young comics on the road under his wing, teach them, about the game and stuff like that, about the business of comedy. I remember this. I even forget who it was. We talked to one comic that went on the road with him, and he was like, "Yo, man, listen, you got to get your suitcase game up." You know what I mean? He said, "You need a good bag." He said, "Because people going to treat you when you go to another city. They're going to treat you according to the type of luggage that you have when you get to the city." You know what I mean? And he made him go on stage and he said, "Listen, I don't want you to do none of your jokes tonight." He said, "I just want you to go out there and just go off the top, just learn something from the city and stuff like that." And he taught this young comic how to really make it in the game. So everything that I heard about this dude was top level, top shelf. And again, my prayers go out to him, and I hope that he makes a full recovery, because as far as I know, Sinbad has always been a good dude.
Yeah, man. I think, it goes without saying, we all want him to definitely recover and be strong and make people laugh again. Dope dude, man. The best thing I remember about Sinbad, we just did the show together. We had one on the books for this spring that obviously got pushed back because of COVID, but we worked together last fall at the Bergen Pack Performing Arts in Jersey. And the one thing that I learned being around him, he's a great conversationalist. Like, there's something to be said for people who can hold a great conversation no matter what it is. And I mean, the show's over. He's standing on the side stage, backstage area, and just holding for another 45 minutes to an hour, while I'm out there trying to set up and sell the merch and stuff. I come back, I'm done an hour later. He's still holding court. And then when you go in the green room and you're talking, this guy, he's so well-renowned, so well-traveled, that he's one of those guys that's always dope to pick their brain and see how they feel about things or what they may or may not know about certain things. The information you could get from Sinbad is timeless. Is amazing. So he's a good brother. I hope him the best. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And Capone?
My experience with him was a lot of personal things because he also was the host of the Apollo at one time. And I think the biggest compliment that I ever got from him is, wow, this is the first time I meet a guy who hosts the job that I had host, and I don't have to give him no advice. So that was, to me, that was, I don't even know how to say it, and always been a great guy. Treats me like we were friends for years, and so, you know, my prayers definitely go out.
How did y'all meet? Because it seems like it's.
Well, I'm the
feel
host
that
of the
very
Apollo,
personal, yeah.
and so he would come in and either do a special guest spot, or they would have him hosting a gala or something like that, or you know, so it was definitely a lot of times.
Go ahead.
Oh, no.
When's the last time you spoke to him?
I would say it's been about two years now. Yeah, about 2. That was the last time.
You know, it's funny. I posted something about him about a year ago. I was watching one of his videos, you know, his stand-up specials, and I think we all may agree with this. He is truly one of the most underrated comics. When you name like the top black comedians, he doesn't necessarily fall in that. You know, people don't necessarily mention his name.
Right.
He definitely deserves to be top 10 of all time of black comedians. But most people say Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, they'll go Red Fox.
Right.
Sinbad needs to be up in there.
Why do you think that is?
Well, one was he's clean, you know, it was a clean comic, so that doesn't, even though Bill Cosby had a different kind of life, you know, with the movies and so for TV shows. But when you're a clean comic, sometimes you get pushed to the side a little bit. You don't feel like you're authentic enough. You don't really, you know, if people don't really feel, some people don't feel you the same way because you're not really bringing it to them. In a street way. It's like being a clean rapper or something like that. That doesn't mean you can't rap because you don't curse. But with him, I just think he's underrated. I think we should really, you know, if you look back at his work, and like I said, one of his specials I watched, he killed it for an hour. I mean, he killed it. And I'm a comic, and I'm not gonna be very, you know, judgmental of comedy. You know, I look at, he killed it. And I remember going on Facebook saying, Sinbad is one of the most underrated urban comedians, period, especially urban. And I got so many likes and agreements. And so, you know, I think we should put him on a higher level a lot of times. We don't really mention him.
I think that his aura, people have certain auras, and his aura always brings joy whenever he steps in the room. He'll bust out and just start dancing out of nowhere, and you be dancing with him and you don't even realize you're doing it. Yeah. He has that type of aura.
Is that what attracted, you know, y'all's friendship?
Well, with me, I was a little starstruck when I saw him, and you don't know what to expect. You pick up the aura, and I'm a standoffish type of dude.
Right.
I gotta feel you. So right away, Capone. And when he did that, it's just like, wow.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't expect that, but when people know your work and know what you do, it's a real great feeling of all accomplishments that you have, especially for somebody on his level.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, our thoughts and prayers definitely are with you, Sinbad, and we are praying for a speedy recovery.
Oh yeah.
You know, in this time.
It's me versus the Cabbage Patch Kid. Okay, fine. But Faye, we love you. We've seen you from the past before. Nobody's seen you right now going on. But you know what? I know what the fuck was going on. So fuck all y'all and fuck him. So
Good job. We'll call you back for SATs. Clearly he's a genius.
let me show you how this is done, Davion. Come back over here with that Bob Hope suit. You ain't got on a Bob Hope suit. Bob threw it out, you hoped it fit. That suit tight as shit. Did it come with a yeast infection? What are you trying to take your blood pressure, nigga? That suit came from Walgreens. That's a blood pressure outfit.
Okay, settle down. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Get the fuck back over there. You go back to Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's get this shit back on target.